This video is meant as a tutorial for the side rail from Battle Worn Restorations, and if you have purchased this item, hopefully this video will help in the installation and getting all the parts in right. And so please follow. I'll try to make it brief and helpful. All right, we're now with another unit, and as you can see, the parts here are not powder coated yet. They're still in raw form. The parts you will receive are powder coated, and more importantly, the bracket has existing holes. However, the rails or the angle bracket do not have any holes pre-drilled, and the main reason for that is the distance between the end here and where the back wall is positioned varies between trucks. And so if I pre-drilled everything, people would find it difficult to actually make it work. And so nothing is pre-drilled except for those 4 holes right here, which coincide basically with the middle of the rail sides here. And so if we look at it from this side here, you will see that there's not a whole lot of space here. You can move it from right to left a little bit, but you have to make sure that the rail here sits prior to the radius. And so the rail should not touch this right here. It should stop before the radius starts. Otherwise, it's going to look funny and it's never going to fit perfectly. And the same thing on the other side, although the radius on the quarter piece is quite a bit smaller, so it shouldn't be as much of an issue. So there you go for initial thoughts. The other thought, and this is really important, is that you do not want to use a level to figure out whether this is level or not. What you have to do is you have to measure between the rail and the deck and make sure that that's even. And the reason why a level won't work is because the truck itself is not level. And so if you use this, you're going to end up with a rail that is crooked, or at least visually crooked when you compare it to the deck of the truck. So make sure that what you do is you measure the distance between the two and make sure that that's even all the way through before you start any drilling. So this is what I've done here. But before I get into that, let me talk about how to set the corner. And so the way I do it is, you will see here that we have some existing bolts, and those bolts are basically there to hold the bracket that holds the air conditioning unit under there. So these should not be removed. Believe me, I tried, not a good idea. And so I mount the bracket in front of it. It's okay if it's right against it. If you ever need to remove these, believe me, you'll want to remove this anyway. And so the way I do this is quite simple, actually. I place them right here. I then measure a 1/2 inch right over here from the edge, the external edge of the sponsoon. And then I put it near those 3 bolts right here. And then what I do is I mark this one and this one. And what I do is I actually use something to hold it down. I actually drill this one. Then I put a riv nut. I tighten this down. Then I come over here. I drill this one. I put a riv nut. I tighten it down. And only then do I actually mark this. I actually drill this one and then I mark the back one over there. You cannot drill with the bracket in place. That's the only one you're going to have to mark and drill without it. But I find that drilling directly through the bracket is helpful. First, it centers the bit, and also you're sure that it's going to fit. And so that's the key. Now, you first drill it, then take it off, then you have to make the hole quite a bit bigger so that it'll allow for the riv nut to be bolted down. So there you go for the bracket. This is really the only part that requires quite a bit of work. But once the riv nuts are in, it's so easy to go in and out. Now, when we talk about the corner bracket, this is basic angle iron. I mean, it's nothing more except that it's made of aluminum. And what's important, let's go on the other side, because this is really important to mention, is that because you have a lip over here of almost 3/8 of an inch, you don't want to be drilling into here. You want to make sure that we're drilling through this thicker part, okay? But you have to be very careful. If you see here, there's actually some riv nuts. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. You want to make sure you don't drill anywhere near this, because on the other side, you actually have a bolt and a nut. But as you can see, if the idea is that the corner bracket is going to be straight, it means that the holes are going to be off-center. And so positioning this part is really important. So let me go back to the other side and show you what I mean. As you can see, what I've done is I've made sure that the bracket itself is a 1/2 inch also from the exterior. And then in this case, I use a level to make sure that it's vertical, because I guarantee you it's very, very hard to tell without a level. So make sure you level this one vertically. And then as you can see, I have one hole here at the very top, one here. And if we move over here, you can see the third one is actually right there. And these are obviously slanted because they follow the middle. They follow the middle of this part right here. So measuring this correctly, drilling it correctly is really, really critical. Measure 3 or 4 times before drilling, because this is not recoverable once you've started drilling. On the other side, access is quite limited, so you're going to have to use a little ingenuity to actually get the nut onto the bolt. But it's doable. I've done it numerous times, and it's not a big issue. So that's for the 2 brackets. As for the rails, I think we already mentioned, don't use a level for this, use the distance right here. And then the best thing to do is, as you can tell, the bracket goes out, in, and out. Now, the correct way to do this is for the bracket to be mounted this way, so that technically when you're sitting over here, you end up with what I would call the soft part in your back instead of the rail edges right here. However, to drill it, I think personally it's a lot better to do the other way. And so what we do is, and I'm sorry I only have one hand, but take this, bring it over here, mark it in the middle, and then take it off and drill it. But even more, or a lot easier, the way I do it is I use these guys to clamp it down. And once it's clamped on both sides, I just drill directly through the holes. And then this way I know that it fits perfectly. Now again, do the bottom one, and only then can you do the top one, because once again, you're going to want to make sure that the distance here is the same once you get to the other side over here. And drilling it is going to require first to mark the distance over here where you want to drill, mark it on this side, drill the rail first, and then only and then drill through the bracket over here. So that's how it's done. Easier said than done, I have to admit, but if you follow that sequence and you make sure that you measure things twice before getting committed, I think everything will be fine. I'm enclosing with the package the riv nuts that are supposed to go in there, and for information, I believe that the riv nut requires a mesh that's 0.435 inch. That's the size of the mesh for the riv nut. Now, obviously, the hardware is 5/16, and you're going to have to source that, but that's readily available. So that's no big deal. So there you go. And of course, don't hesitate to contact me if you have additional questions. I'm also happy to jump on a video call if I can be of help at all. So have fun and send me pictures of your completed project. Take care.